What's up, guys? Jason over here at Cog Hill Farm. We're on a road trip today. I'm headed to Marion out of Alabama to visit my dear friend Chef Scott Peacock, and we're going to take a look and tour his gardens and where he's got several different types and varieties of indigo planted, and just excited to see all this. He's fixing to harvest, and we're going to talk indigo today.
Maybe we can change our world around. Maybe we can waste this fertile ground. The time we have may never come around. The time we have can surely be right now. Oh.
So we're here at Scott's beautiful house and garden. This is just about all indigo, and it's just glorious. And we're fixing to walk over here, see what he's got going on, and gonna learn a little bit about indigo. Then afterwards, we're gonna head over to Reverie, an old antebellum home that's a museum, and get a tour of it as well. And this is Japanese indigo, which has the beautiful flowers. But it's not the flowers, it's the leaves. That's what you break down and go through the process and turn into dye. It's the leaves. Now, what will be the next step, Scott, once you do this?
We'll strip the foliage and put it in water. I mean, if we had a huge tank, we'd put limbs and everything in there.
Right.
And unfortunately, we don't, like, if you want to catch the whole process, you'll have to come back sometime to see the next steps. But there's going to be a lot of it going on. So this will go up and get put into big plastic tanks.
So you're just taking the limbs off?
Pretty much.
Or are you taking the leaves?
Well, you don't want to crush the leaves. So, like, if some of them, like, you can do that.
Okay.
If it's some of them, it's much easier to strip the leaves. But it's inconsistent, I think. So I'm trying to remember when we cut that other stuff, because it grows back in a hurry, Jason. Oh, yes. I had cut that entire walkway so you could walk, and
it's cut it all the way down.
And we had cut, yes, a lot of it really, really low, and it's bouncing back. I don't know. Get back the poop out of it. I'll get that.
You want to insert in this one too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, try to get the indigo tucked into it.
It just weighs it down.
Well, we have to weigh it down, but at least it gets almost all of it underwater, which I think is pretty great. Don't we, Chef Kate?
Yeah.
When the water comes over there. There's several containers of pigment over here that are either settled out or settling out, like, you know, in different stages of. So
you strain the water out, right? Is that what you would do?
Eventually, yeah. I mean, these are like in the process of being rinsed. So all the, you know, like I could shake this up, and this is on the green side, although it'll dye just a blue. This is very light and diluted and sort of periwinkle, and I was just doing that today. And then the water gets clearer and clearer, you know, as you work with it. But like that's some very serious blue. It's got that
dark blue.
Dark blue. I've gotten better and better at my technique. And then what I'm starting doing is now, as I am sort of keeping it more, like if you do want to come back and see the whole, that, you know, the real processing part,
right?
I can show you a lot. And like now I strain that out, but I don't dry it all the way. I mean, some of it I do, but most of it now I just save as like a thick mud and put it in jars. and it keeps for a couple of years.
So when we're doing the dyeing, it's just the pigment and you mix it with water.
It's a little more than that.
But I mean, that's basic.
That's right.
Basic.
Yeah, and like one of the challenges if you're doing it is to rehydrate the dried pigment. It's not water soluble. So if you never dehydrate it, then it's always ready to go. And so it mixes a lot better. And then when you add the lime or the lye, you have to raise the pH, and then you add the reducing agent. Like it's just better and more complete, as opposed to having all this pigment that you're always working to try to get softened and to dissolve. So
that is blue.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do, and what I do, like if we do the thing, because when you see the aeration and I mean, it's pretty dramatic. It's pretty dramatic, but from the time it goes in the water like that, it takes about 3 days. But the thing is, right now, I'm getting ready to have it where there's going to be stuff going like all the time.
Okay, it hadn't settled.
It is settled. You just can't tell it because it's so dark. You look. There's a dark, but it's so dark on top.
Okay.
So now, like, what you really need to do is because if you look through here, you'll see that it's mainly brown, but there's some stuff in suspension. And what I can do to help, it's not going to happen in time for you to see it today, but by doing this, it'll help it to settle more, and then I can start getting the stuff off the top. And it gets clearer like that, and then you can really see the difference. But this is from a batch. This is from a batch that was the size of one of those big tubs that I did before I went to Virginia. And then so it went from all that, one of those things full of water, down to that. That was probably like close to 30 pounds of
And then how much can you use that? How much?
That's a good bit.
That's a good bit.
I mean, but of course it's still very hydrated, so until it's actually drained out to sludge. Like when we go in, I'll show you something. Okay.
Ooh, wow.
It's too dark to really see it now, but it's very beautiful. Kate did a test strip. It's hanging up on the thing earlier today.
How old is that?
I did that one before I went to Virginia. The pigment. Like after it comes out of those containers, and then it goes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're about to ride over to Reverie, the Antebellum Museum here in Marion. It's just gorgeous. So we just pulled up in Reverie, me, Scott, and his dog buddy, and we're fixing to go look at Scott's new kitchen that's been just gutted and redone here in this old antebellum home, which is a museum. And Scott's got big plans for this kitchen. Big plans.
And the lighting's pretty good in here, I would say. And the lighting in there is really good.
Cosmos is beautiful. I'm getting some Cosmos seeds. I love this Cosmos. It's just absolutely beautiful. And Scott uses it to dye with. It makes just an amazing color, that orange. that he dyes linens with and fabrics. It's just awesome.